Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Well, our lead story, Lalu Prasad Yadav questioned by the Enforcement Directorate for over 10 hours in the alleged land for jobs case. There you can see Lalu Prasad Yadav coming out of the ED office there. And well, Tejasvi Yadav, his son, will be questioned on Tuesday as well in the land for jobs case. This has been a huge political flashpoint as well in Bihar, and this comes, of course, just a day after Nitish Kumar jumped ship in Bihar and dumped the Mahagathbandhan. Saurabh Gupta is now joining us live on the phone line. So Saurabh, Lalu Prasad Yadav there questioned for over 10 hours. Tejasvi Yadav to be questioned on Tuesday as well. What is the Enforcement Directorate strategy now going ahead, and what is the political fallout?
Well, the political fallout is that, look, once the India alliance with the Congress party lost Nitish Kumar as an ally, its principal partner in Bihar would be Lalu Prasad Yadav's RJD. But the RJD now also has come under central agency heat, and therefore, this will affect the preparation for the polls, like it does for any party that's facing central agency heat, which is why these opposition parties have been saying that, look, the ED agencies and the central agencies like ED, CBI have all been used to target opposition parties, opposition leaders in opposition-ruled states. But apart from that, this is also coming on a day when Rahul Gandhi's yatra enters, Bihar through Kishanganj, and therefore this is all not good news for the RJD. Or, for the India Alliance, especially for the RJD, because it just lost power yesterday and now it has to face ED action in these states.
Thanks very much for joining us with that update. So, Lalu Prasad Yadav questioned there for over 10 hours in the land for jobs case. And well, the optics couldn't have been worse for the India bloc. This as the Enforcement Directorate team also visited the residence of Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren in Delhi. And well, this was in connection with the money laundering investigation. And of course, it was like a cat and mouse game between the Enforcement Directorate and Hemant Soren here. His chartered flight kept on waiting, and the visit, of course, of the ED was linked to his fresh deposition in an alleged land fraud case in which the Enforcement Directorate had questioned him at his official residence in Ranchi a couple of days back as well. The agency had recorded the statement of the 48-year-old Chief Minister for the first time in the case a few days back, and well, this particular raid that happened in Delhi on Monday is also crucial because several of his belongings were seized as well, and the Enforcement Directorate is still on the lookout for Hemant Soren.
Trouble mounting for Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren in connection with the money laundering investigation, with the Enforcement Directorate today launching a fresh set of raids at his premises. So this time his residential premise in the national capital in Shantiniketan was searched by the Enforcement Directorate officials. The searches started somewhere at around 7 a.m. Close to 7 a.m. and what we are being told is that at the end of the day, the agency has made some kind of recoveries from his premises in the national capital. So what we are also being told is that the agency has also got some documents from his car, from his personal car vehicle in the national capital. So when the agency officials entered his premises in the national capital, they got to know that Hemant Soren was not available at his residence. As per the plan of Enforcement Directorate, according to our sources, upon the completion of searches in the national capital, they also wanted to take him for questioning, and because he was not available, that's why the agency could not take him for questioning. So now Hemant Soren has written to the Enforcement Directorate saying that he is available for the Enforcement Directorate to question him on January 31st at 1 p.m. in Ranchi. So now the agency, the Enforcement Directorate, has completed searches at his premises in Shantiniketan. They have returned to their base, and the Enforcement Directorate is considering the request of Hemant Soren to question him on January 31st in Ranchi. So we have to wait and watch how this particular case moves ahead. But it's very clear that actually trouble mounting for Hemant Soren. So the next step of the Enforcement Directorate in this particular case will not be favorable for Hemant Soren, because the agency is already building a watertight case and also with some fresh recoveries today during the searches. So it's clear that it's more trouble for Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand Chief Minister.
And well, what are the political implications? Because this, as the India bloc, has been completely decimated before it could even get down to the brass tacks. And well, as I said, the optics couldn't have been worse, because you have senior leaders of the opposition bloc being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. And this comes just a day after the big political earthquake that hit Bihar. Take a look at this report.
A day after his party lost power in Bihar, former Chief Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav at the Enforcement Directorate office for questioning in the alleged land for jobs case, where the Enforcement Directorate claims Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family was sold land at prices lower than the market rates in exchange for jobs when Lalu Prasad Yadav was the railway minister between 2005 and 2009. ED alleges jobs were sold during Lalu's stint as railway minister. Candidates allegedly gave land to Lalu's family for jobs. Land allegedly sold to Lalu's family at below market rates. Those who sold land were given jobs in railways. As Lalu reached the office, his daughter Misa Bharti hit out at the BJP, saying the party was using the Enforcement Directorate for political gains. The BJP hit back.
आप देश में देख रहे होंगे जितने भी उनको लगता है कि ये विपक्ष में है, जो उनके साथ आ नहीं रहे हैं, उनको ये समन भेज दिया जाता है, उनको ये ग्रीटिंग कार्ड भेज दिया जाता है. जब भी कोई भी एजेंसी हो, चाहे वो सीबीआई हो, चाहे ईडी हो, चाहे इनकम टैक्स हो, जब भी बुलाती है हम लोग वहाँ जाते हैं.
देश की जनता जानती है ये भ्रष्टाचारी लोग हैं. भ्रष्टाचार इनके लिए गहना है.
After Lalu Yadav, the Enforcement Directorate also summoned his son and former Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Yadav for questioning in the same case on Tuesday. The political war of words over the ED questioning is playing out right after Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar switched sides yet again and held his first cabinet meeting with newly appointed JDU and BJP ministers, where it was decided to reschedule the budget session of the assembly, which was to start on February 5th. The BJP has also given a no-confidence motion against the assembly speaker, Awadh Bihari Chaudhary, an RJD leader. After Nitish's U-turn, key India parties, Aam Aadmi Party and TMC, who are fighting their own battles with the Congress, hit out at Nitish Kumar and the BJP over the Bihar Chief Minister's switch.
मुझे लगता है कि नीतीश जी को नहीं जाना चाहिए था. उन्होंने जो किया वो ठीक नहीं किया, गलत किया उन्होंने. जनतंत्र के लिए इस तरह का कंडक्ट सही नहीं है. इससे एनडीए को फायदे की बजाय भारी नुकसान होगा बिहार के अंदर. इंडिया गठबंधन को फायदा होगा.
Having lost Nitish Kumar's JDU as an alliance partner in the state of Bihar and central agency heat on another key alliance partner, the RJD, the Congress party is looking at a grim perspective in terms of the India alliance in Bihar, especially on a day when Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra entered the state of Bihar. With camera person Ashok Mahale in Patna, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
And when moving now to the other big headline, tensions escalating in Karnataka's Mandya district over a Hanuman flag being brought down in a village to be replaced with the tricolour. The BJP claims religious pride is hurt, while the Congress alleges attempt to create communal disharmony. Here's the report.
Protests by the BJP in state capital Bengaluru as well as in Mandya, after a controversy over the replacement of a Hanuman flag with the national flag on a 108 feet pole in Mandya's Keragodu village on Sunday.
Hanuman Dwaj is part of the Ram sentiment. Ramji is the most respected, celebrated god in India, and it is our right. And that Mandya Keragodu local panchayat decided to hoist 108 feet Hanuman Dwaj.
The Congress insists that permission had been sought 10 days ago to erect the national flag. After the Hanuman flag was put up, a few people had complained and the district administration replaced the religious flag with the tricolour.
ಇದ್ರ ಬಾವುಟ ಹಾರಿಸೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಬಾವುಟ ಹಾರಿಸೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಇದನ್ನ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಿದ್ರು, ಭಗವಂತ ಜೆಂಡ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಬಾವುಟ ಆರಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
Tensions have escalated with saffron groups blocking the highway and burning tires. They also tore up posters of Congress MLA Ravi Kumar Gowda today. Security forces have been deployed and prohibitory orders have been imposed. The Bajrang Dal has called for a bandh on February 9th. A religious celebration ahead of the Ram Mandir consecration took a political turn within a week. This only seems like will intensify until the Lok Sabha election. With camera person Kumar, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
So, well, a law and order breakdown or a deliberate attempt to polarize Karnataka, that is a big question. But moving now to West Bengal, violence erupted in Bengal's Barakpur, where the BJP was protesting against a law and order situation. The police had to use force to contain the situation. In fact, the police had to use water cannons and several protesters were lathi charged as well. This as the police said that there was stone pelting from the BJP protesters as well. This as the BJP corners the TMC on the law and order situation. And the TMC is raking up the CAA and RC issue. Meanwhile, well, in Uttarakhand, the Uniform Civil Code seems likely soon. The Uttarakhand government is set to introduce a UCC bill and this comes right ahead of the Vidhan Sabha session there in the state as well. The UCC panel will be submitting its report to the government on February the 2nd. In fact, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami said that the cabinet will be discussing the report, and this comes after multiple deadlines were extended and public suggestions were taken as well.
ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए कमेटी का गठन किया। जस्टिस रंजना प्रकाश देसाई जी की अध्यक्षता में कमेटी बनी। कमेटी ने अपना काम पूरा कर लिया है और उन्होंने हमको बताया है कि 2 तारीख को वो हमको ड्राफ्ट दे देंगे और उनका ड्राफ्ट देने के बाद उसका आकलन करेंगे, उसको मंत्रिमंडल में लाएंगे। उसके बाद विधानसभा में जो विधेयक बनने की दिशा में, एक्ट बनने की दिशा में जो कार्रवाई होती है, उस कार्रवाई को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
बिल्कुल 2 साल पहले यानी जब उत्तराखंड के विधानसभा चुनाव चल रहे थे, उस समय एक घोषणा की थी कि यूसीसी बनाया जाएगा, यूसीसी कानून को लाया जाएगा। सरकार ने उसके अकॉर्डिंग एक कमेटी का गठन किया और उस कमेटी ने लगातार पिछले 2 साल में कई बैठक की, कई लोगों से बात करी और यूसीसी का एक ड्राफ्ट तैयार किया है। मुख्यमंत्री पुष्कर सिंह धामी ने इस बात की खुद जानकारी दी कि जो ड्राफ्ट है वो तैयार हो चुका है और 2 फरवरी को सरकार को ड्राफ्ट मिल जाएगा। इसके अलावा 5 फरवरी से जो विधानसभा का सत्र चल रहा है उसमें इसे सदन के पटल पे लाया जाएगा और इसको कानूनी रूप दिया जाएगा। लोकसभा चुनावों के मद्देनजर बेहद ही महत्वपूर्ण और बीजेपी का ये मास्टर स्ट्रोक है, क्योंकि बीजेपी इससे पहले धारा 370 और राम मंदिर के जैसे जो उन्होंने वायदे किए थे उसको पूरा किया है। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि अब ऐसे में जब यूसीसी को उत्तराखंड सरकार विधानसभा में लेके इसको कानूनी रूप से कानून बनाएगी, तो अब ऐसे में बीजेपी का ये जाहिर सी बात है एक मास्टर स्ट्रोक है और विपक्ष को अब ये देखना है कि वो इसका जवाब कैसे देते हैं। हालांकि विपक्ष से हमारी बात हुई, जो कांग्रेस यहाँ पर जो विपक्ष है उनका कहना है कि ध्यान भटकाने के लिए, हालांकि बीजेपी का कहना है कि जो उन्होंने वादे किए थे चुनाव से पहले और चुनाव के बाद वो लगातार पूरे कर रही है। अब फाइनली जो उत्तराखंड का जो यूसीसी का ड्राफ्ट है उसका प्रारूप क्या था, उसके अंदर क्या क्या चीजें हुई है, इस बात के लिए देश के अन्य राज्य भी इस बात को देख रहे हैं कि जब वो ड्राफ्ट सरकार को मिल जाएगा उसके बाद सरकार इसको कानूनी रूप से इसको कानून बना लेगी विधानसभा में लाकर, तो उस ड्राफ्ट के बाद उसको हो सकता है कि अन्य राज्य, चाहे वो गुजरात हो या इसके अलावा असम हो, वो इसको दोबारा इंप्लीमेंट कर ले या फिर इसमें थोड़े बहुत फेरबदल करके इसको लागू कर ले। लेकिन उत्तराखंड जल्द ही पहला राज्य बनने वाला है जो यूसीसी के ड्राफ्ट को यूसीसी को कानून बनाने जा रहा है।
And well, states like Assam and Gujarat are expected to follow suit in this case as well. With that, we'll take a short break. News continues on the other side. Welcome back. The Maharashtra government is facing criticism from within the government after its decision last week to allow reservation for the Maratha community under the OBC category. Well, remember, it's been at loggerheads with the Maratha quota stir led by Manoj Jarange Patil. But now there's criticism from within the government. Take a look.
Daggers drawn within the Maharashtra government over the Maratha quota issue. Minister Chhagan Bhujbal, part of the Ajit Pawar-led NCP faction, has told NDTV he will oppose any backdoor entry into the OBC quota even if he loses his job. Mr. Bhujbal's comments come just 2 days after Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde got pro-Maratha quota activist Manoj Jarange Patil to end his indefinite fast just as he was about to enter Mumbai with thousands of supporters. The Maharashtra government has told Patil that until the Maratha community secures reservation, they will receive all the benefits enjoyed by other backward classes.
अगर हमको मंत्री पद का डर था तो हम इतने खुलेआम से तो नहीं बोलते ना। अब मंत्री पद तो आता है और जाता है, मगर मैं ओबीसी के लिए, पिछड़ों के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ, लड़ के रहूँगा। क्या शायद वो विधायक हो ना हो, मंत्री हो ना हो, हमें कोई चिंता नहीं। मैं 35 साल का ये व्रत मैंने हाथ में लिया, वो मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा। मेरा आपसे जिसको जो करना है वो करे।
But it's not just Bhujbal. Union Minister and former Maharashtra CM Narayan Rane has said the Maharashtra government's move is an encroachment on the rights of OBCs and could lead to unrest in Maharashtra. Chief Minister Shinde, who somehow managed to prevent a huge protest inside Mumbai, is now firefighting within his own government, with an assurance that Maratha reservation will be given without any changes in the existing reservation system. The question is, are these assurances enough? With Ronak Kukre, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Moving now to the big international headline. Well, from Mohammad Muizzu's India Out campaign to Muizzu out himself. Well, he is under fire. The opposition is set to move an impeachment motion against Mohammad Muizzu. What are going to be its ramifications? Here's a report.
A day after a brawl broke out between lawmakers in the Maldivian parliament over parliamentary approval of 4 ministers, a possible impeachment motion against Maldives President Mohammad Muizzu. The main opposition party, the Maldivian Democratic Party or the MDP, is said to have collected enough signatures needed to initiate a no-confidence motion against the Muizzu government. Political chaos after President Muizzu tried to bring the country closer to China,
interview with the president of the Maldives,
even as it distances itself from its longest-standing ally, India, having ordered Indian troops out a few weeks ago.
Definitely, tourism in the Maldives is the key sector for the income of the country, and Chinese tourists have been the number one for the past many years before the COVID pandemic, and last year the numbers have started to go up. The number of arrivals are going up very fast now, and definitely we want to make Maldives as the preferred destination for the Chinese tourists.
The big question now, will Muizzu be able to avert impeachment and remain president of the Maldives? With Ishan Arora, Bureau Report, NDTV.